Hi guys, today we will learn about the shift factors of demand curve. Have you ever wondered why prices of some products goes up or goes down, even when nothing about the product itself has changed? Understanding what caused the demand curve to shift will help us answer this question and understand real-life market behavior. Before we move on, let's review some basic concept about demand. A demand curve shows the relationship between price of product and the quantity demand by consumer. Normally, as price decrease, quantity demand increase. The change in the diagram is movement from point A to point B along the same demand curve. However, if the price increase, the quantity demanded will decrease, which caused the movement from point B to point A along the same demand curve. This is the law of demand. However, sometimes the entire demand curve shift left or shift right. This means that something other than price is affecting demand. If demand increase, the entire demand curve will shift to the right. If the demand decrease, the entire demand will shift to the left. Let's break it down. There are five main factors that can shift the demand curve, which is income, consumer preference, price of related good, expectations, and populations. First factor is income. When people's income increase, they tend to buy more normal goods like clothes or electronic. This will shift the demand to the right. On the other hand, demand for inferior goods like instant noodles may decrease. When people's income increase, they tend to care more about their health, which causes them to eat less junk food and choose healthy food options. This will shift the demand curve to the left. The second factor is about consumer preference. Trend, advertising, or new information can significantly influence consumer preference, which will make the product more attractive and increase its demand. For instance, if a movie star endorses a skincare product, it can create a powerful association between the product and the superstar's images or lifestyle. Fans often trust the opinions and choice of celebrities they admire, believing that if the product is good enough for someone they look up to, it must be worth trying. Therefore, increasing demand will shift the demand curve to the right. Third factor is about price of related good. If two products are substitute for each other in consumption, such as Coca-Cola and Pepsi, when the price of Coca-Cola rises, people stop buying Coca-Cola and instead choose to purchase Pepsi. As a result, the demand for Pepsi increase, causing Pepsi's demand shift to the right. If two products are complementary to each other in consumption, such as gasoline and car, when the price of gasoline rises, the cost of refilling increase. As a result, people may choose to drive less or avoid purchasing car. This caused the decrease in demand for car and causing the demand curve to shift to the left. The fourth factor is about expectation. If people expect price to rise in the future, they may buy now because they don't want to wait until the price goes up, and they prefer to purchase now at a lower price. This will increase current demand and shift the demand curve to the right. Conversely, if they expect price to drop, they will wait until the product is cheaper than before. This will decrease current demand and shift the demand curve to the left. Lastly, the population will affect the demand curve as well. An increase in population, for instance, more students moving into a university town can increase demand for affordable housing in a city, which will shift the demand to the right. These are five factors that can cause the demand curve to shift. Next, let's think about the question. If a new health trend makes people avoid sugary drink, what happened to the demand curve for soda? Will it shift left or right? You can pause the video and think about it before you moving on. So the answer is that the demand for soda will shift to the left because consumer preference has changed against the sugary drink. Finally, to sum up this lesson, the demand curve shift when factors like income, preference, related good, expectation, or population change. Keep in mind, these factors are not caused by price change itself, but external factors that influence consumer behavior. Next time you hear about changing market trend, think about how this factor could be shifting demand. Thank you for your watching. That's all.